Okay guys, this is for anyone who's got or received a demand. I think it's a $20 fine from the AEC for not voting in the fake referendum last year. If you're willing to do something about it, not just lay down on your belly and take it, then here's an option for you. You can run it two ways: as a cover letter for a notice of conditional acceptance, if you're following the lawful notice process, as put together by David Robinson from Practical Lawful Dissent. So if you're wanting to go down that route, then yes, you can have this as your cover letter to the conditional acceptance. If you're just wanting to have a standalone, then just delete out the red section that says cover letter and use it as a standalone. As you can see here, you've got your details in the top right hand corner to fill in, so all the yellow sections are obviously the editable bits. Obviously you just unhighlight it and take out the brackets once you've put the correct details in. So most likely you will receive something from someone where there is no name on it, the demand. So that's why it usually says something like Divisional Returning Officer on any paperwork you received. So that's why here it says to undisclosed name, doing business as undisclosed name, Divisional Returning Officer, Australian Electoral Commission. And then you've got the street address, town, suburb. I'll show you how to find that in a second. Underneath you've got the principal recipient's full name, so that would be the actual electoral officer for your state, and I'll show you how to find that. So here we go, let's look into how to find that. You just go to the AEC website, as you can see here, www.aec.gov.au, about AEC structure. So this is what it looks like at the top, with the organisational structure. You just keep scrolling down to get to this bit. So the Commissioner is Tom Rogers, the Deputy Commissioner is Jeff Pope. So then you go to actually your state. So if you're in New South Wales, the electoral officer is Rebecca Main, Victoria, Nye Coffey, Queensland, Stephanie Attard, WA, Anita Radcliffe, South Australia, Cameron Stokes, Tassie is Hannah Brown, Northern Territory, Jeffrey Bloom. Now, if you're in the ACT, you might want to just go to the one at the top here, Tom Rogers. That could be an easy one, or Jeff Pope. So now you want to know where to find the address. So what you need to do is just go to, I'll just scroll over to the top here, to the AEC division details. Right, there'll be a section on there. You've got all the states you can pick, and I'll just pick Victoria here. And so as you can see, if you're, for example, your electorate is called Aston, should I say? Just scroll down a bit and it's got the actual street address, right? So Ballarat is your street address, right? So that's what you're looking for, that, because you want a street address, not a PO box. Okay, so you'll put that street address in both, in here and down here as well. Okay, so obviously here, if yours was Victoria, for example, let's just find Victoria's, Nye Coffey, that's the name, and you'll put Australian Electoral Officer Victoria in the details here, name followed by job title, right? But then you'll just put Australian Electoral Commission as above here, and the street address as I showed you a moment ago for your actual electoral commission, your electorate, excuse me. Obviously you've got your reference number there, that just helps as well, so that's their reference number that they've given you. So just quickly reading a couple of paragraphs out of here. It's about 3 pages long. I, which is your name, do instruct you, so you just put that in regular typeface there, which is, I think they call title case. Do instruct you to pass on, so if it's a notice of conditional acceptance, keep all this, right? Unhighlight it, take out all the brackets. If it's just a letter, just delete all of this and just keep it to say letter. So that's the Electoral Commissioner, not the Electoral Commissioner, the office. So the contact details here, oops, wrong one. So whoever the officer is, electoral officer of your state, to pass it on to them, that's what will go here, principal recipient's name. Then you'll print the name as it appears on your demand, that way they've represented your name, and the date of the demand. As my civic responsibility, I would like to highlight certain anomalies and inconsistencies apparent in your claim of right to make demands on me. The first inconsistency is your claim that referendums are constitutional. The purpose of a constitution is to protect the inherent right of the individual to self-govern, not to grant Parliament the right to dictate the minutiae of individuals' lives through consensus voting. Therefore, referendums are fundamentally unconstitutional, as their essence lies in compelling the individual to submit to the will of the uninformed majority. Do you choose to deny that the above is a statement of fact in constitutional law? If so, the law requires that you provide me with evidence in substance to back your claim. Secondly, your demand does not constitute a lawful instrument. This is because there is no name of the claimant and no wet ink signature, which are requirements under law. Mere assertion of an alleged officer of the law's rank is of no validity. Said officer must identify themselves in order to begin establishing authority to act in their role as a public servant according to their oath of office. Because you have failed to do this, I require you to supply me with your oath of office to verify that you are acting under authority delegated to public servants. Absence of your oath relegates your demands to the concomitant supposition that your documentation remains fraudulent until proven otherwise. So there's more stuff in there for you to read. I'm just going to show this red section. You can keep this if you like. The reason why you can is there have been notices already by a specific individual to Jeffrey Pope. So it just goes on to say that this guy's been put on notice and that you are unable to respond to any fresh demands since the Deputy Commissioner has upheld their silence, right? So, just if that's worthwhile keeping in, but it's in red just in case you want to leave it out. And then it just finishes off here talking about, what is the tenets of law. And you've got your name to sign there at the end, or just print it if you like. It doesn't really matter. So that's it in a nutshell, guys. So if you really wanted to do something, go ahead. I do recommend that you go look on magnacarta.com.au. No, it's just magnacarta1215, should I say, .com. The website that's got a lot of other letters if you're interested in pursuing these criminals. Okay, that's it.